I know that I'm headed to that position. And what position that is? Top power position.
Okay.
That's the top power position where you get all the rocks thrown.
When someone professes to be headed to the top power position, such as this individual, they are declaring that they are ascending toward the highest level of control and authority, aiming to reach the point where all power, influence, and decision-making ultimately converge in their hands. They are expressing the belief that they are destined to stand above all others, not merely as a leader within the system, but as the one who governs the system itself. In essence, they are proclaiming, open quote, "I am rising to become the final authority. I will be above all others. Nothing will move without my approval." Close quote. Such a declaration reflects an intent to attain the pinnacle of dominion, positioning themselves as the ultimate force, the ruler at the summit of all power.
And it lacked the sophistication needed to be the true conductor that I am, because it's the conductor's job to bring people together, and that was divisive.
When a person says they are the true conductor, such as this individual, they are implying that they see themselves as the one who orchestrates and directs all things, the unseen hand guiding the movements of people, systems, and events according to their own will. In this sense, being the true conductor signifies more than leadership. It conveys divine coordination and absolute control, as though the world itself is their orchestra, and every individual, institution, and circumstance plays to the rhythm they set. It reveals that they view themselves not merely as a ruler, but as the source of order, timing, and harmony, the one who determines how everything functions and unfolds. In essence, they are declaring, open quote, "I am the force that moves all things. I set the tempo of the world. Nothing happens without my direction." Close quote. When combined with their earlier claims of being God and ascending to the top power position, this statement completes the image of someone who sees themselves as both the divine authority and the master orchestrator of existence, the one who not only holds power but conducts the very symphony of reality itself.
We have to be free to think and then to actualize. I like the word actualize better than execute. If you think about execute's a negative word, actualize to be more positive, except for the fact that it has the word act in it, and everyone's an actor, especially in Hollywood. I'm like top 5 writers in human history, so I really get into the power of words.
When the individual says they like to get into the power of words, such as this individual, it means they are acknowledging and deliberately engaging with the creative and transformative force of language. Recognizing that words are not merely tools for communication, but instruments of manifestation and control. By choosing to use words like actualize instead of execute, they are demonstrating an understanding that language carries energy, intention, and vibration, and that the words one speaks can shape outcomes, influence perception, and alter reality itself. For this individual, words are not casual expressions. They are decrees, extensions of their will. Their awareness of the power of words suggests a belief that speech is creation, mirroring the divine pattern where to speak is to bring something into existence. In essence, they are implying, open quote, "My words carry power. What I speak becomes. My language gives life to my vision." Close quote. Within the greater context of their other declarations, being God, ascending to the top power position, and calling themselves the true conductor, this reveals that they see language as their divine instrument, the means through which they govern, shape, and manifest the reality they believe they control.
I'm gonna just tell you some real simple. God runs the world. I am God. I run the world. Let me make that very clear.
All right, man. We moving on. The next hottest topic is somebody that you call.
Why that be so funny to you? It's like, I know it'd be like make you feel uncomfortable, right? It's like when they came in and just like they put the gun on the table and they start laughing. They know the gun's on the table. It's really there, type shit. You know what I'm saying? This is really God. This is really whatever many times, I don't have the information how many times I've been here, but it's really that. Like, all right.
When someone declares that they are God and they run the world, such as this individual, they are proclaiming, open quote, "I am the highest power. I control everything. I answer to no one." Close quote. It is a self-coronation, a bold proclamation that they are not merely a leader, but the ultimate authority, divine and supreme. If such a statement is made seriously, without humor or metaphor, by someone with influence, a global platform, and millions of followers, it reveals a messianic or God-complex identity, positioning themselves above all earthly and spiritual authority.
And I got a spiritual connection.
I'm here to take over. Get used to it.
Your personality was not like this a few years ago.
It's a calling by the universe.
We can talk about that later, but
It ain't no but.
People keep laughing because they think he's eccentric, extreme, or out of touch. But what they're missing is that everything he's spoken has begun to unfold before their very eyes. What they dismiss as delusion is actually declaration. What they mock as madness is manifestation. You can keep laughing for now, but the laughter will turn to silence once you realize that the very words you ridiculed were prophecies in plain sight. The difference between him and everyone else is that his words don't fade. They take root, and every seed he plants through speech grows into reality. There comes a time when the crowd's mockery becomes their own judgment, when what they called crazy turns out to be the truth they ignored. That's why people must stop treating this as a joke and start discerning the signs. Because when his words finish unfolding, those who laughed will have to face the sobering truth that they were laughing at revelation itself. Just as in the days of Noah, they laughed until the rain began to fall. And when it did, it was too late to mock, because what was once a warning had become reality.